By today, we're going to be talking about the types of teachers that make you hate being at school. And you know how we do it around here. We're going to be ranking it from mild inconvenience to pure hell on earth. Something that makes you wish that you weren't born in that state or city. And we're going to start with number 1. And these are the teachers that are always pregnant. And I just have to say, ladies, your husbands cannot be that good that you would gladly endure pushing a human out of you every single year. Like, bro, I had to see this because there's teachers out there that would rather be a human incubator than actually teach for more than 6 months. And you may ask yourself, what's the problem with it? What's the problem with it? It's their life. What the problem is, dork, is that the problem is we have to end up going through periods of time of teaching ourselves. And this is just unfair because we're not getting paid to make their lives easier and our lives harder, bro. And then cool, the school finally gets a substitute teacher. Great. But tell me, why is this teacher always the most incompetent, inexperienced teacher of all time? I mean, you end up having to teach them on what they're supposed to teach you. Okay, cool. Then tests happen and you just end up getting an F. An F for why the fuck are you pregnant again? Because that's the only fucking reason why I'm failing. And bro, have you noticed that it's always the English teachers, bro? Like, while you telling us to crack open that literature, you telling your husband to crack you open and get literature. Like, why, bro? Like, for the 489th and a quarter time, don't leave us. Please teach us, bro. Because while you getting pregnant and letting your husband eat your apple pie, who's gonna teach us life of pie, bro? And when you tell your parents the reason, they will never believe you. They will never, ever believe you. They'll say that you're just being slow. You're just being difficult. As if she's not the one being clearly slow and difficult in my life. And that is why I am going to be rating this. I might revise, but I'm putting it in. And number 2 is what I call speed dial, because this is the equivalent of your arch nemesis knowing your exact weakness. Batman getting hold of the kryptonite. Your biggest op having the arrows and the expertise to be able to shoot that hole right into your Achilles heel, bro. What am I talking about, you may ask yourself? I'm talking about when the teachers get a hold of your parents' details, bro. When they get a hold of your parents' details, because if this isn't an instant character reset, then I don't know, bro. Because they have you in the palm of their hand. Yes, bro, because at any minor inconvenience, you're cooked, bro. I mean, you didn't do your homework? I'm calling your parents. I'm calling your parents. You came to class late? I'm calling your parents. I'm calling your parents. You just so much as to talk too much in class, bro. I'm calling your parents. I'm calling your parents. And this will have you regretting the day that you handed over your personal sensitive information to the devil. Because now they can do whatever they want. They have your soul in the palm of their hands and can make you do anything that your heart desires, bro. And do not get me started on the meetings, bro. Because if these calls really do go through and she is not bluffing, bro, you'll be in a meeting when they start with the classic lines of, I love your son/daughter, and I don't think your son/daughter is a bad kid. But just know that butt will have you wishing you never had a butt for the next 3 days because you're cooked. You know the most incriminating information, stuff that you thought would never see the light of day in your household, bro. Stuff that you thought stays at school will be spilled. And the next day, this person will be chilling, waiting for you to come in class and like, hey man, hey champ, hey buddy, I had to do it. And I just love your development. I am doing it for you. It hurts me more than it hurts you. If you don't get that slop out of here, I got beat into tomorrow, the next day, and even the future, bro. I got beat so bad that I'm going to be standing up in class, bro. And if you call my parents for that, I might be laying down in class next, bro. Which is why these guys are so annoying. But hear me out. If you are on your best behavior, you could low-key get past this. And number 3, and something that I like to call public shame, bro. Because I want you to fantasize something with me real quick, bro. Imagine you write the worst test of your entire life, bro. I mean, this test is so bad it had you looking outside, fantasizing about being a farmer on a remote area, tending to your animals and living off the land, bro. I mean, this test was so bad that you wrote what you could, left out what you couldn't, and still struggled to finish on time, bro. That's how bad it was. But it's fine, you hand it in and you forget about it because at least the pressure is done now. Oh, so you thought, bro, because you're sitting in class, it's a normal day, you forget about everything, and this demon comes in and says, hey guys, I actually got the test results back. And not only does your heart sink to your sack, or your heart sink to your uterus, for all my female viewers out there, because you know the marks that you about to get are gonna be so bad. This nigga says, guys, I feel like we need to do better and I want to implement a new tactic. We're going to be broadcasting the results. Oh my goodness, ain't no way. Because Satan himself knows how much competition, X's and ops will revel in your downfall, bro. And he even thinks this is too far, bro. This is way too far, bro. And you might be asking, oh, bro, hey, at the end of the day, this is just to motivate you to do better. No, dork, this is not going to motivate me to do better. This will just motivate me not to fail. And have you ever written a test when you had to not fail? You usually end up failing those hoes. You usually end up doing pretty bad, bro. This is the worst form of encouragement, bro. And in this digital era, your marks are gonna spread faster than Bonnie Blue doing an ad for a butter company, bro. And now the whole school knows that you're only one test away from flipping the meanest burgers or packing the saltiest fries in the bag, bro. This was the worst, bro. You could literally do the tactic of just handing everything out and just folding my paper. I know that I'm cooked, bro. I know that I'm cooked. But broadcasting my marks, my percentages, what I got wrong and how stupid I am and how much I don't deserve to even have a pen in my hand is not going to develop me. That is going to break me, bro. Which is why I have to put this in. I'm going to have to put this in S tier. And now we're on to number 4. And we're going on to the big dogs now. Something that I like to call the racist. Because this one is hard to prove but difficult to ignore. Because it starts as a coincidence, then a pattern, then this is starting to be a way of life. And it starts with the word choices too. It's the way you guys act, the way you guys dress, the way you guys speak, the way you people behave. Then it's like, now, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say to me now? Then you realize certain people are getting treated differently. I mean, certain people get to go to the bathroom more frequently than others. Certain people get attended to more often when their hands are up than others. And certain people get more lenient marking than others. You have to be tapped in to understand this, bro. Then comes the testing of the waters, bro. And what I mean by that is how comfortable they are to say the N-word or any other slur in an extract, bro. And you might ask, dude, they're just doing their job, bro. Shut up, dork, because the way they say that word, it's like it's not their first time saying it this year. Scratch that. It's not their first time saying it this month. Scratch that, bro. It's not their first time saying it this week, bro. But the only way to prove this is if you rage bait it out of them. You have to rage bait it out of them, and then the Burger King head truly comes out, bro. And the obvious problem with this is because if you are in the unfavored demographic, you're gonna have to work 10 times harder to get 10 times less respect than the favorite demographic, bro. This is just a disadvantage, and it's also something that's such a gray area. People don't like to talk about it, but you know, and he knows, you don't like me because I'm a nigga, huh? You don't like me because I'm a nigga. You don't like me because my skin black. They make the classroom feel like it's 1948 and we're marching for fair treatment. The only difference is it's 2026 and we are asking for fair education. And that's why I have to put this, I have to put this in S tier. This is something that's genuinely a crime, something you have to prove. And to be honest, the only way is to rage bait it out of them and take a video of them. Take a video of them if your phone is already not taken. Because you know how the police turn off the body cam? That's the equivalent of these teachers taking your phone away. And number 5, and something I know that you've been waiting for, and I hate to say this, but the most dangerous yet the most common on the list, the PDF. Because this can range from an overly touchy gym teacher to an overly patient classroom teacher, or a teacher that just insists in the first place to have your number as a form of communication. But don't worry, they're not trying to slide in your DMs or anything. They're just trying to check in on homework, keep up with their favorite student. They're not trying to get up close and personal with somebody that could be their son or daughter. No! They'll never do that. You're just their favorite student, and you mean something to them. And it's not like they won't give you any rewards if you just give them what they really want. And that is to call the police if you know anybody in that situation. I mean, call the police, slide into Dion's DMs, do the double, because people like this need to be put under the jail, bro. And you'll see it in many scenarios. I mean, you'll be so clueless. I mean, on the brink of failure. And you'll ask, sir, can you help me out with this math problem? And they'll be like, what do you want? Just look on the board. I told you to stop breathing. I told you to stop talking, bro. And then somebody way more attractive than your top ass will come along and say, sir, can we make TikToks in the back while you teach? And it's like, sure, fine. I'm already going to take you out to dinner to explain the math equation and the whole syllabus of the year. So it's fine. You can do it. Like, bro! But here's where it gets sinister, bro. When the favorite kids start to catch on and use it to their advantage. I mean, if you're a girl, you'll probably show your shoulder here a bit. You'll probably show your back. You might even show a little bit of titties, bro. And if you're a guy, you'll probably show your arms. You'll probably take your shirt off by mistake. It's too hard, bro. And there you are, being a victim of the system and failing. And there they are, being a victim of somebody who loves children. And they don't mind. This is why I will say this actually needs to go into S tier. All of that said, fuck these teachers, bro. I hope you can agree with me, bro. You can agree with me that these teachers need to be put under the jail, gang. If I didn't get anything, make me know in the comment section below. If I got it all right, just spam W's, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is something that needs a part 2. I cannot even lie to you. And that's the end of the video, bro. And I know it was a banger. If that shit made you sad, I know it made you wet. But at the end of the day, it was your friendly neighborhood content creator, Jordan Margiela, here to save the day again. And if you're wondering, what the fuck is this? This is because I'm the captain of the first team, because on YouTube, we are number 1, bro. And to join the first team, look at the Discord in the description below. Follow all of the socials to support Black underground YouTubers, bro. And at the end of the day, like, comment, and subscribe to join the ride for the most underrated, underappreciated content creator in YouTube SA. It was your boy Jordan Margiela, signing out.